think you're big time? Huh? Panama, you think you're big time? You're gonna sell big time? Okay. Okay, I'm reloaded. Oh man, how many of you ever seen Carlito's Way? Carlito's Way. Wait, what's this video about again? Oh yeah, crypto. I'm just joking, everybody. Let's jump into some XRP news. Woo! Like Ric Flair. I like to do things different. I'm very unorthodox, and I think you'll find that a lot of people, if you consider them brilliant, take a close look. They're quite eccentric. We all are very eccentric. Coingate.com has this article. We're winning too much. Listen, if you hit that little join button, go in the members only section, right? Scroll down past the music that I posted, right? There's a reason I posted that. Then scroll down past the combat video. I'll just say that. I don't want to give too much away. The combat video that I posted. Look at the post that I put below those. Look at the connections. One of the bank coins is so close to being a guarantee. It's unbelievable. Look at that post. You want to. Trust me on this. The connections are all there. I'm not going to say anything more than that. Let's get to the article on Coingate.com. Chapters are in here if you want to jump around. And its title, Is Ripple XRP winning or losing the SEC case? Well, I guess we're about to figure out a whole lot. We have a lot of things coming up. Big moments coming up this week, I believe. Let's read this is a little tidbit here. Let's read a little bit. Well, I'm going to read. You listen, right? Like, no. With the Ripple versus SEC case finally moving towards a logical conclusion, trading activity is just starting to heat up. Whether or not Ripple wins or loses the SEC case could decide the fate of a class of cryptocurrencies. There would always be, well, keep in mind, United States is not the entirety of the world. Although, don't get me wrong, we do want that US dollar. We do want that money. There's a big world out there, and it's changing. It's changing. I was just talking to my brother, who's an absolute genius, by the way. Never made a bad call in crypto. This man wins every time. And even he was saying, he said, there's a lot of money out there in the world. I think people forget sometimes, Mick, that there's a lot more than just the United States. There's so much money. We're going to take a whole lot of it. Keep in mind, all the money is just a goal. If we even get close to that, take a modicum of all the money, that XRP price is going to explode. Quant's price is going to explode. XLM, H-bar, Algorand's price is going to explode. It's just logical. Just have to do the research. Don't get me wrong. I like to be a little bit entertaining, but we also cover some crucial information here. And if you go into that members only section, we're all business over there. Let's keep reading here. Whether or not Ripple wins or loses the SEC case could decide the fate of a class of cryptocurrencies. There would always be a scope for more court cases around regulating cryptocurrencies. See, and that's very telling. And that's one thing that I always keep in mind. The SEC can lose this and they still would be a wild pit bull off the leash when it comes to every other crypto. And keep in mind, the bulk of crypto cannot battle the SEC like Ripple did. Not just because of the money and the backing, but they don't have the stance. The bank coins do. But the rest of crypto don't. They don't have the use cases. They don't have that stance. They don't have those grounds. And also add on to that, they don't have the money and the backing. But Ripple's long-standing battle with the SEC could turn out to be among the most important events in crypto history. It definitely will. We're making history right now. We're already a part of history. You're a part of history. Accept it. We've had many victories. Accept it. You live forever. Accept it. We are a part of history. You and I. You're a real life hero. You know that? You're a real life hero. They can't take it away from us now. No, they can't. No matter what the outcome is, they can't take it away from us. We live forever now. Written into history. They'll never forget this fight. We cracked the giant across the head. We made Xerxes bleed. They'll never forget us. And there's more victories to come, my friends. Just my humble opinion. It's not financial advice at all. Let's continue here. Most importantly, long-time hodlers of XRP have been hoping for a Ripple's win. In the case for a long time, looking at the current price movement of XRP, it appears that more hodlers are optimistic. I wonder why. Because we've been winning every step of the way. We've been landing major partnerships. Ripple said they have more CBDC announcements coming. And you know, with more CBDC announcements, that means there's going to be more announcements, theoretically speaking, that of more banks that they're working with. We're working with banks from the top to the bottom. Keep that in mind. Central banks. Like I said, I was talking to my brother who's a genius. And I said, hey, bro, you know what's crazy? I keep telling them that Ripple is literally on the board, the advisory board for the International Monetary Fund. XRP is going to explode. No turning back now. Sometimes I watch the footage back and I'm like, man, you know what's funny? I'm only going at about 85%. I really have to hold back on YouTube, you know. Man, you guys couldn't live in my house. You really couldn't. We get wild. Wild. You only see a small percentage of alpha knee. Oh, man. And that's too much for some people, but we like to have a little fun over here. Over the past 1 week, XRP's price surged by as much as 10%. People are trying to get in before it's too late. They know it's coming. Let me tell you something. If there's a favorable outcome to this case, woo-wee, there is a bounty, a bevy. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. There's a whole lot of money waiting to flood into XRP on the side. I like to always reference, because people like that. They need that. They won't believe you if you don't give a reference. They can look up. The head of SBI Remit, SBI Africa, said in his own words that there's a lot of institutional money on the side waiting to get in. This is also good because every day we're getting new people on the channel every day. They don't know any of this. There's new, and they're not just new on the channel. They're new to XRP completely. I know that's hard to believe for many of you, but it's true. Welcome to the club. You are now a Spartan. Step to the left and pick up your shield, and step to the right and pick up your sword. Welcome to the war. As of writing, XRP price stands at 39 cents. That's mind-blowing. I'm telling you now, if everything goes according to plan, no guarantees, in a few years, people are going to be like, holy smokes, XRP was at 39 cents. XLM was at 11 cents. We're going to win. Bank coins are going to win. They need us. Let's continue on to this next article here. It's from zcrypto.com. XRP surges as Ripple aims for very big win against SEC in latest filing. Let's read this a little tidbit here. After two-year-long grueling legal battle, the dust may soon settle. That's why everybody's getting in. And don't worry, and make no mistake about it. A lot of people who aren't supposed to get in, that are in the know, and a lot of these hypocrites that are going against XRP, they're getting in by proxy. It's always the way that it is. That's why you see some of the prices surging. Proxy buys. Someone else buying it, but they're buying it for someone else. You get what I'm saying? They know what XRP is. They know the backings that we have. They know we're going to win no matter what. And you want to be truthful, no matter what the outcome of this case is, we're going to win. In its latest court filing, Ripple Labs and two top executives have asked the court to issue a summary judgment in the favor, claiming that the SEC has failed to prove its case against them as required under law. They have. How long are you going to allow them to drag this out? As I said before, they have other crypto they can go try to bully. But the bank coins, we can be done here and now. They haven't proved it. They haven't proven their case. Although we have proven ours. And not only that, we have exposed the corruption within the SEC. This is done. It's over. It's time for us to pick up our trophy and go. And then it begins. Keep in mind, even if the price does explode a little bit, that's only a flood. That's it. It's just a flood. Just a flood of value into XRP. If it does do that, it's not the tsunami. We still have The timeline doesn't change, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't. 3 to 5 years. 5 was the max. 3 to 5 years was said by Bank of International Settlements. You can look that up for yourself. People have the documents. That's a fact. Then Ripple put out their documents. People have those as well. They said 4 years. That was from when did they put out? This past May? 4 years, okay? So there's still time before the tsunami kicks in. There's a difference between the flood and the tsunami. The tsunami comes from the central banks, those interbank payments. Low end, $500,000 average, around there. On the top end, we're talking about millions of dollars. And then look how that goes. We looked at the financials of the federal government when it comes to interbank payments, right? We looked at those documents. A lot of my people downloaded them. So they have them. That's facts, okay? And so we're talking millions of dollars, trillions of dollars per day. And now look who's working on the digital dollar. Who's assisting? We'll see how that works out. You have Ripple bringing XRP to the table, of course. And then you have MTech bringing HBAR to the table. The two of the most hated on cryptocurrencies or however you want to phrase that, bank coins of all time. And they're both working on the digital dollar. Things are beginning to heat up. Then you have XLM and Stellar bringing the CFTC to Meridian. They're trying to pull a power move at Stellar. Oh man, Stellar went straight to the big guns. They did. Very wise move. And people grossly underestimate Stellar. They don't see everything that's going on. All the mergers coming together. All these companies coming together. I'm trying to remember. Just give me one moment here because I'm trying not to give away something here. Oh, okay. So I was going to cover it in this video. Oh, okay. So here you go. And I'm skipping articles I really shouldn't. But we'll start it off like this. The World Economic Forum has been going absolutely insane with posting about banking the unbanked. See, when I just referenced Stellar, it brought me back to the thought of this article I wanted to cover. Here's the tweet from World Economic Forum. Access to banking can transform lives around the world for the poor. I don't like how they wrote that. It explains World Bank expert how financial inclusion can lift millions out of poverty. So you have that. Then the actual article says how financial inclusion can help lift millions of people out of poverty. And this is on Radio Davos, right? So it says 1.4 billion adults have no access to banking. World Bank's FinDex survey finds mobile technology has reduced the number of unbanked in the developing world. So there's a bevy of articles they released as of the recent weeks where they're talking about banking the unbanked. Who does that? Whose main call or calling is to bank the unbanked? Stellar, Algorand. They're the main ones. Algorand sort of straddles both, right? They sort of, they're with the banks. They're banking the unbanked. They do a little bit of everything. Stellar's mainly, well, this is what they claim, mainly to bank the unbanked, even though they have a whole bunch of banks trying to use them. But this is what they say, right? So when they're talking about banking the unbanked, and then you look at their crypto list, who's on the World Economic Forum crypto list? Algorand, Stellar, Cello, XRP. XDC is there as well. They had an entire page dedicated to XDC. Okay, Zenfin. So when they're saying banking the unbanked, obviously that would involve, if the World Economic Forum is going to have its way, that would involve Stellar and Algorand, in my humble opinion. I could be completely wrong, and maybe it doesn't go that way. But as of right now, given all of the factual information, there you have it. And I'm open to being corrected. I have no ego involved whatsoever. And I like knowledge. I like to be in the know. So if there's something that's incorrect, I definitely will absorb that information and incorporate it into what I think into my deductive reasonings. And it will only make me stronger. I'm taking in anything that's going to make me stronger. That's how winning is done. A lot of people don't get that. There's no losing when you have a winner's mentality. So even if I step forward and there's a hole in front of me and I step in that hole, that's not a loss. Nothing to be embarrassed about, because when I get up, I have the realization of what went wrong. I didn't look down before I stepped. I look around, there's no other holes. Okay, I could go this way, I could go left, I could go right. Maybe I could hop over. I'm making measurements. But nonetheless, next time I approach a situation like that or the same situation, I'm going to go around. I learned, I gained, I became stronger, I became better. That's winning. That's how winning is done. You have to take that mentality and apply it to everything in life. There's going to be a lot of people that try to hold you back with things like that. You failed, they're going to say. And you got to shake that energy off. Get off me, boy. I don't know why, why I sound like a cowboy. Get off of me. You got to shake yourself loose of the negativities. You have to shake yourself loose of the loser mentalities. You have to shake yourself loose of disbelief. Or what is it? Am I phrasing that correctly? Disbelief? Lack of belief in yourself. Believe in yourself. Understand that you know the way, that you have the way. Trust in yourself. Learn from the things that happen and always grow stronger. And if you are ever growing stronger, then you are a winner. You understand? And don't ever let anybody tell you different. You are a winner. Live life to the fullest. Freely. Fearlessly go forward into whatever it is you're doing. Fearlessly make your decisions. Know what it is that you want to do. And then you don't let anyone deter you from doing it. No one. No one. Be an unstoppable force. If you're not that now, become an unstoppable force. Because you can do it. I know you can do it. You can do it. Anyone can do it. Put your mind to it. Clear your mind. Strengthen your body. No one can stop you. Run everything over. Bust through all the walls, all the fences. They can't stop you. And when they ask you, if they do have to ask you, what makes you believe you can do it? You can say, because I believe in myself. And if you want to be hilarious, you say, because Alphanine told me. What were we talking about again? Oh man, it's so good spending time with you guys out there. You have no idea. Yeah, it's a good time. So let's jump to this other article here. This is on OMFIF.com. Okay, OMFIF is putting out some very interesting articles here, and one is titled "Public Asset Owners Will Undergo Radical Transformation." You do know what we're going to do here, right? We're going to have to perform they're telling. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. They're telling. They're telling. These tattletales. It's the one time where tattletales are good. Look at how they phrase this. Sustainability, digitalization, and data driving demand for change. Senior leaders at public asset owners face a once in a generation moment. Once in a generation. They're even telling. Everyone knows a once in a lifetime opportunity is coming. We can't bring everyone. We can't save everyone. Not here to. Only the worthy are going to see it. Let me read that again. Senior leaders at public asset owners face a once in a generation moment. Old. Out with the old and in with the new. The new system is coming. Not just a new financial system, a new world system. A new world, a new world. You remember that song from with the esteemed Nasir Jones? Welcome to a new world. New religion, a new way to play, a new way of living. Cash is the past, a new way of spending. It's so crazy. That song was like a prophecy. It really was. The esteemed Nasir Jones, if you don't know. But it's true. Out with the old, in with the new. Old assumptions that helped guide their strategies have started to lose relevance. The old system is crumbling. Now, it's going to be up to someone to pave the new way. Maybe it might be you, the new 1%. Maybe you take your generational wealth. You don't have to. And shape the world as you see fit. Who's to know what's to come? But I'll tell you what, maybe it might be better than what we're dealing with now. Maybe you having the power might be better than the people that have the power now. And at least there'd be a balancing mechanism, at least a possibility of such. Who is to know? But at least a possibility exists. The potentiality exists for true change, good change. One where many who couldn't before can prosper. Maybe even find peace. It's a new day coming. The old powers are falling. The new powers are rising. Let's continue on here. Technology and innovation have created new demands while allowing public asset owners to reimagine what is possible. Stakeholders and beneficiaries of public institutions have new expectations. That tells you a lot, such as sustainability and transparency. That's distributed ledger technologies. And who will be the last one standing out of the DLTs? The bank coins will be the last one standing. We have the backing of presidents. We have the backings of Senate and Congress. We have the backings of the IMF. We have the backings of the Bank of International Settlements. We have the backings of the WEF. There is no other asset that has that many backings. We even have the backings of BlackRock itself. And that is greatly significant because they own almost everything. Nothing has the backing that we do. We will be the last one standing. Generational wealth, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't come to me, Alphany. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm here for the bank money. I have to say that all the time as well. It's up to you what you choose to do. On this channel, we want you to be free, not controlled, not plugged into the matrix. Be free. Make your own decisions. Fly as high as you want to. Make money anywhere that you want to. Stock market, volatility index trading, Forex. We're trying to get money from the top and the bottom. But that only comes with freedom and responsibility and discipline. Got to have that. Let's continue on here. It says, these high pressures for change will draw a clear line between the present and the future. Not past, the present and the future. Like, they're telling that these changes are also representing opportunity. Public institutions that succeed in breaking out of old patterns will play a new role in financial ecosystems and amplify the impact that they can have on society more broadly. Power. We spoke about this also on the channel quite extensively. There's a power struggle coming. Someone utilizing the new technologies and coming into generational wealth, someone's going to come out on top with a lot of power. Is it going to be us or them? Are you ready for a battle? I know a lot of people are going to ride off into the sunset in their Lambos. Perfectly fine on their yachts, buying private islands. Perfectly fine. They're going to own land, you know, beautiful houses in Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia. I know. But a few of us are going to fight the fight. We were born for this. We waited all our lives for this moment. All our lives. One chance to battle the ultimate opponent. The powers of the world. To make a change. Maybe the little kids somewhere will get to play peacefully in the streets. Maybe the public school system can be redone. Maybe we invent our own school system that actually teaches wisdom and actually teaches people how to be prosperous, how to be peaceful and prosperous, but warriors at the same time. Maybe we bring about new systems everywhere. The possibilities are endless. You never know. You never know. I could be wrong. Maybe none of that happens. But some of us were born for this war. Yes, we were. Yeah. Oh, man, what am I saying here? Let's go to this article, weforum.org. By the way, oh, man, let me tell you something. I love some General Tso's chicken. I also love orange chicken. But you know what was moving up my list on some of my favorites. I'm just giving you some of my favorites. Also, I love Jamaican beef patties, right? I love pupusa also. But I love some plantains. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, man. Like, we know you love plantains. Hey, man, hold on. I do love plantains, though. I love all types of plantains. But, what's moving up my list on tasty foods? If you haven't tried this is not food advice either. This is not food advice. But I don't know if you pronounce it pad thai or pad thai, but I'm going to say pad thai. It's a Taiwanese food. The sauce is amazing. Oh man, delicious food. Oh, I just had some before I made the video. Oh, tremendously good. So if you haven't had pad thai or pad thai, well, I'm not even going to tell you to try it, but I'm just saying it was extremely delicious, right? I have so many favorite foods, you know. Okay, so now let's continue on here to this article. This is on weforum.org, and it's titled Metaversities, 5 Challenges of Studying at College in the Metaverse. Now, this is interesting because you have to see what the play is. 360 degrees of vision, connecting all the dots, stripping away everything that's useless, stripping away all facades and guises, all illusions that you are presented with. Now, there's a bevy of colleges, a myriad of colleges that are offering classes in the metaverse now, okay? Now, if you pay close attention, you'll see Ripple has been doing university classes. Algorand has been doing university classes. Stellar has been offering university classes around the world. They know, in my humble opinion, theoretically, they know that the metaverse is going to dominate in the future. They know that the metaverse is going to flow through the bank coins, the bank coin blockchains, or DLTs rather, because you have Hashgraph and, you know, you have different offerings, but the bank coins are going to win in all of this. So they're preparing now, introducing themselves to the youth, not only to bring in the brilliant minds that are going to be the builders of the future on the blockchains, or rather distributed ledger technologies, but they're doing that also because they know in the metaverse, a ton of value is going to move from these universities across these distributed ledger technologies. That's one of my theories. Okay, college tuitions will be paid through this metaverse, these metaverse colleges, which will be built on some type of blockchain or a hash graph. Correct? That means that those tuition bills will flow across. Paying for books is going to flow. That value is going to flow across. Transaction fees. Outright paying for things with some of the bank coins, or even if they use stable coins on the bank coin blockchains, DLTs, it doesn't make a difference. A lot of that value is going to flow, and it's going to be consistent, by the way. So I think they're doing that in preparation of something like this. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next year we get a couple announcements where Algorand or Ripple is associated with something like this. I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe even Zilliqa, you know, even though we really don't discuss Zilliqa a lot. It's not a bank coin, but because of what they're doing with the Metapolis, I think it would be quite easy for them to do something like this. But that's a reach for now. That's a reach, okay? But this is going to be huge in my humble opinion. Let's read these bullet points very, very quickly. It says, more and more colleges are becoming metaversities, taking their physical campuses into a virtual world. Everything is going to be that way. You're going to have jobs in the metaverse, banks in the metaverse. I told you. Movie theaters in the metaverse. That's how they're going to thrive again. They're going to explode again because people are going to link up with their family members in those little headsets or glasses. They're all going to be in that theater together. And now you have these things where they enclose you in these like structures where it brings you these effects, right? They spray a little mist in your face for water. It heats up, makes you feel like you're actually there. Like, this is going to go very, very far, in my humble opinion. There's going to be a lot of value out of this. They're going to put as many things in the metaverse as possible. And it goes along with that agenda of, how do they phrase that? You'll own nothing and be happy. That's going to go much further than people think because most of the world is going to allow it. So it says, but privacy violations and security breaches, as well as investment in infrastructure and training, raise challenges for universities. Don't worry. The government's going to fund them. That's how it usually goes. They're going to find funding from somewhere. But privacy violations, that's going to be eradicated, all right, or remedied rather by the DLT offerings. Security breaches, same thing. You know, like for instance, XDC has military grade security. Hashgraph, HBAR has some of the highest security in distributed ledger technologies as well. Their security is stepping up 100% across the board. So I think this is going to be big in the future, something to keep our eye on. And now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.